So I actually work in computer vision, so I spend a lot of time looking at images and what AI can do on images. Now this was a really interesting example that I found when I asked one of these, this is OpenArt, right, which is another image generation platform. And I asked it essentially what was the same kind of logic puzzle that we talked about earlier. So a red box stacked on a yellow box in a white room, chair in the corner with a small stuffed animal on it. And what you can see is it's got all this sort of semantics of the sentence, just not really in the right way. And this is a really important thing to learn about the way that AI art is generated. It's generated based on a kind of link to a theme more than it is about following a specific set of instructions.
Don't give me orders, give me vibes.
Which is why I think we're finding that AI art is cool and a lot of people use it to prototype things. But if you're trying to do it as a storyboard for a film and you say I need the building over there on the left and I need this over here and this over here, it can't do that, not reliably, which I think is really interesting. So I wanted to just show you one tool that you can have a go at home, which is a little bit of a learning curve, but it is really quite fun, called Comfy UI. Comfy UI is basically a building block, a bit like Zapier, which produces images, right? So what you're doing on the left here is you're loading up one of the big image generation models, you're giving it a prompt, and then you're putting it through the diffusion generation process and this little robot comes out. But the cool thing about Comfy UI is it adds a load of features beyond just a prompt, which of course you could do on ChatGPT or any of these platforms. So one of the things that the research community has come up with to try and better control the output of images is something called control nets. So control nets are a way of giving something in, like the images at the top, right, for example, and having it generate a picture based on that shape or that information. So draw the outline of a building and have it draw the building based on that so that you get the building exactly where you need it, right? And that is much, much more useful for generating data that you actually need. So, and you can do stuff like image to image. So here what I've done is I've input the image of a bird on the left. I've predicted the location of that bird in the middle, and I've used that to guide the creation of an image of a phoenix.
It
basically
feels a little bit like what's even on my phone, where you draw a stick figure of a person and then it kind of works from that and builds out a person from that guide tool, although it gets it wrong at least some of the time.
Yeah, the control we have is not absolute. You're hinting, trying to get it to do something.